Magic 89.9, 742. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the show, and welcome to a brand new week.
Am I the only one that thinks that your audio is too low?
Yeah, it's kind of low.
I mean, just to dog ear this, if you don't mind. But, yeah. Can you put your audio a little louder?
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, okay. There. How about now? Okay, I'm pumapalo na.
That's fine.
Hello.
Don't worry. Don't
There.
trust the lights. Trust me.
Okay. Hi.
Welcome to the show, everybody. It is a Monday morning. I hope you had a good week, everybody. Especially you, Tin, who spent a bulk of your week in Korea.
9 days, man.
Sorry, what?
9
Sorry,
days.
I can barely hear you. What?
Totoo nga, you can't hear me ba? 9 days.
It's just not the greatest.
Damn.
But
9 days.
Oh, yeah,
how many times
they're
have you
fixing
been
it. They're
to,
fixing it.
Korea?
They're fixing
Oh, you are.
it. Yeah.
Okay, so there's truly a problem.
Yeah, if
Mahina
you
daw
see on the
ako, Kuya
stream,
Labs.
we don't see our faces even. It's like just a logo.
Oo nga, no?
I only hear you. on my left.
There.
There.
Now you're too loud.
Damn. Totoo?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
You're the aircon. I could hear you breathing.
Wait lang, Kuya Melbs. Masyado na daw malakas. Pahina konti. Okay.
We had a couple technicians that quit the station over the past week, right? So
yeah,
we're
over the weekend.
We're just, new chefs in the
Barely
kitchen.
breathing.
Yeah, so deal with us a little bit. Sorry about that, everybody. 863-10899 is our phone number if you want to call us. Get yourself on the show again. Happy Monday as we are fresh from the weekend. And I think it's like our first episode of the month. Well, real episode of the month. So, Ian, welcome back again.
Thank you. It's also going to be one of the last, right? Because you're leaving.
Oh, yeah. Leaving tomorrow. Well, no.
Wednesday.
I think Wednesday I'll still be here. Well, no. I'll be here today. I'll be here tomorrow. I think it's the next day that I won't be around. Okay. So, but nevertheless, let's make the best out of these next couple of days.
Let's do that.
Maybe I'll join you from for a couple episodes.
Oh,
when I'm
look
in
at you.
Paris.
Ooh.
Remote
Because it's
worker.
like midnight. It's like midnight over there when the show is. So if I'm bored and I'm awake, I'll
Let's
maybe
go. Is Chopper going to buy another Hermes?
She is. That's why we're going. It's funny how she just thinks about, think about her. It's like, oh, we're here for the children's enrichment. Just
Travel.
Culture.
Why they experience the same? Why is our hotel across the street from Hermes? Literally. What history are they absorbing there?
I completely support this, Chopper, if you're listening. Yes, go for it.
Daming starving kids in
Where?
Poor province. I don't know. Just give me one name. But yeah, no, we're going back to France in the next couple of days. Probably hang out in Amsterdam as well for a little bit since that's where we're landing. And
you have like a GTWM Paris chapter, right? So are you going to meet up with them?
Paris chapter. There's a Italy chapter. There is a bunch of kind of all these weird chapters of the podcast, which is really cool because
Very
they make their
cool.
own regional merch and all of that stuff. And it's just a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, I follow, I guess, on Instagram. You can see just, pictures, videos, and all that other stuff that we post up there, just like you. Then, so Korea, yes, when's the last time you were there in Seoul?
2019. So right before the pandemic.
A lot changed or not so much?
Parang not so much naman. But masks were not super implemented, just in the plane and in the train. But otherwise, everyone's naka-mask off na. Hong Kong, I think, is nag-mask off na sila officially.
Oh, that's so weird that's a thing still.
Oo nga, tagal ng mask off dyan sa inyo, no?
I'm trying to, well, not even, it's just, I don't even remember the last time I saw a mask on somebody's face.
Wow.
Wow.
I still mask up.
I know you guys do, obviously, because you guys are in a part of the world that mask is a thing before masks were a thing, and masks are going to continue to be a thing well after masks are a thing. And I'm just saying, I don't remember the last time I saw somebody wearing a mask.
Wow.
So, yeah, that's wild.
It is.
Man, it's almost it has gone by so fast when it was taking so long. And now that it's gone, it feels like an eternity when I know we were desperate during those times to just get through it.
Totoo.
It's weird how time works that way, but
is there a particular song you parang every time you hear it you think of early days of lockdown?
No, because I'm not into music.
Oh, dun, 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 dun. Every time I hear that.
Savage Love?
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
That's your COVID song? Is that
Savage Love.
Yes. It was
Dun,
playing
dun, dun,
everywhere.
dun.
I wonder if there's like a COVID TV show that reminds me of the time. And
I'm Money Heist for sure. That's me. Because that's when I binged it.
Yeah, and I think that might be true for most people is, people were kind of late on the Money Heist parade.
Mm-hmm.
And when they finally got it, obviously they went crazy. And you're right. I think it may have been the show of the pandemic.
Yeah. That and Tiger King.
I'm gonna crash landing on you. That's my.
Oh, yeah, yun din. A lot of people. Yeah.
And K-dramas in general. K-culture, I think.
Yes.
Maraming tao nakain
Yes.
ng Korean wave.
Truly.
During
Because of
the pandemic, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got them through the pandemic.
Yeah.
And
Lots of
you're right,
armies.
Ryan. Yeah, not just K-dramas. Also, K-pop. That's when people discovered BTS. Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
Parang people needed a crutch, right? To
Yeah.
make them feel good.
There's just something to obsess about, Distraction lang.
Yeah. Distraction is the word.
I miss those days.
I do not.
No.
Dramatic. It was so dramatic. People were dying left and right.
Yeah.
I know, but you remove the negative stuff. I kind of miss those days.
What about it do you miss?
Like, not talking to anyone.
Oh, yeah, staying home.
Also, the uncertainty of everything.
Oh, I hated that part. Oh, you're so weird.
There and you just didn't know what was going on and what was going to happen.
I hated that part.
And sometimes life gets so predictable or routine, and it felt
exciting
like
ganun.
Yeah, it just felt like, man, what is it now tomorrow? COVID kind of got corny during the variants. Like, okay, this is the new variant. I like when it was just one parent company.
When it was just
Monopoly pa siya.
COVID-19.
Yeah, it was just COVID, and there's no all of these because that's when it started to get baduy. And like,
Yung lambda, ganun.
I remember in the early days, Mo was like, if you say COVID, you're a douchebag. Just say coronavirus.
because you're getting too technical.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
God,
weird days. Super weird days.
Jeez, I'll come back. Somebody please eat a bat or a caterpillar or something.
Tama na. I'm so happy na to be. That was my first out of the country trip in 3 years. So it's good.
I'm glad you were able to experience that. Okay, well, experience us. We will take a break. When we come back, we're going to have a lot to discuss. We have to fix this audio because I didn't want to just complain about it again on air, but it is terrible. And hence, we don't really want to talk about anything here. But as soon as we sort that out, we'll chat with you guys. Again, please call us. We're 10's back in studio, so definitely we can hear from you guys as well. Back after this. Don't go away.
Good Times is on the air. Mo, Susie, Dora, and Ryan. Great morning.
We're all set. Let's go. At the roundabout is a Hyundai Creta. That's one stylish crossover. Head straight and check out its beauty. Make a right and take a peek inside. Gorgeous interior, spacious cabin, with Hyundai Smart Sense to keep you safe. In 300 meters, turn left to the Hyundai dealership and test drive the new Hyundai Creta. You have arrived.
The new Hyundai Creta. Make your next move.
With ordinary soul, I use Rexona every day.
Rexona na.
With regular use,
Up to 72 hours sweat protection. Sa roll-on yan. Rexona.
with ice cool freshness.
And brightening with regular use.
Salon damaged hair? For intense damage repair from roughness and dryness, use new Cream Silk Salon Expert Daily Treatment with keratin and collagen. Get salon perfect smooth hair with daily use. Cream Silk.
Good Times is on the air. Mo, Susie, Dora, and Ryan. Great morning. Broadcasting from the heart of Metro Manila and heard around the world through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Magic, I can be a fantasy.
And makes you feel like this. So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic 89.9 DWTM.
Magic 89.9.
I can't let you go. There's no way. I'm already still burning. So hold to me close. Now, baby, I do what I'm told. Still learning to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line. Yeah, you got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing. You're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride. Look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1 million life, we could roll the dice. Act like you surprised, but you already know. Oh yeah, got lucky overnight. Jackpot when I got the invite. Let me wrap my arms around you, 'cause I can't go home without you. And my heart just vibe with you, babe. Wanna go sky high with you, babe. Gotta bring you close to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my lucky strike. Cooler than cold, I'm all in. So load up the dice, so heavy. The way that you roll, I'm falling. So I never fall. I'm ready to take my chances, to take my time, to keep on dancing, to walk that line. Yeah, you got me shifting the paradigm. No longer wishing. You're my lucky strike. Love the way you ride. Look into my eyes, say you're ready to go. $1 million life, yeah. We could roll the dice, yeah. Act like you surprised, but you already know. You're my lucky strike. And I got to tell you, if you didn't know, then I got to tell you that you're my.
And 7:55, welcome back to the show. Let's see if pasado to. How do I sound?
Yeah, I think you sound a lot better.
Good.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, no, 100%
Nice.
better. So thanks for fixing that. Okay, now can we say proper hello? Hi, everybody. I was so distracted by how bad that audio was. Welcome to the show. It is a Good Times here, Magic 89.9. Tin's back in studio, which is always a good thing. Ryan is here, of course. Myself, 863-10899. We haven't been around for about a week. Well, Ryan and I were here every day.
Yeah, right.
Working hard.
Playing the hits. And always fun to do that. What was going on, though? What did we miss? Like, what do you think? I don't know. Maybe because you were outside of the country. Ryan, what one piece of news were you most intrigued by that happened here locally?
Ooh. Maybe the frat thing, frat
Yeah.
violence, right? Because it's crazy to me that it's still happening. People are still dying, and it's like it's so hard to kill a human person. You know, like how could you go that far?
Yeah, it is. You know, I've never heard somebody say it that way. It's really hard to kill a human person.
Yeah,
And
it's hard to go that
Through
far.
spanking. Oh, that's true, no?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
without intent.
people choked another guy the other day. He was fine.
yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's... It's not that people are dying. It's that it's still a thing, right?
Yeah. Well, both.
That
but
hazing.
yeah, it's still a thing.
Well, not really, because if there were any form of hazing is kind of inherently wrong anyway. Even if it's like, "Kainin mo yung ipis na yan para you can hang out with us and pretend we're friends." It's like, how stupid is this? So I think that any hazing whatsoever is kind of backwards archaic. Well, what's really weird is that it always comes from, it's double weird when it comes from a fraternity that has to do with like law students. That's the one that always kind of gets me because, well, they're law students.
Yeah.
Follow the law.
But isn't that also where it's kind of rampant?
Yeah, because I think there's this belief that you cannot succeed in this industry, in the system, unless you've got friends and fraternity meets and all of those things.
Connections. Remember Dora was like, they didn't invite me 'cause I'm gay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Love
right?
you, Dora. We miss you.
But it is still a thing. Yeah, that's
still a
kind of the part that's very, very weird. Now, this most recent kid was very sad, tragic, because he was tweeting how much pain he was in.
Yeah.
And, only to succumb to his death. Of course, the body was hidden and all that. Was he a law student?
No.
No.
What kind of frat was this? Please
It
don't
was
tell me.
Calgama.
College lang.
Yeah.
Just regular frat?
Yeah, he was from
college
Adamson. Yeah, regular frat. Yeah. So he passed away, right? And then they disposed of his body somewhere in our favorite place, Cavite. That's where they found him with no clothes. And his brother had to identify him. Heartbreaking.
Now, this was... because this wasn't like a frat war, which I get, is also kind of stupid.
Yeah,
but
ganun din.
this
Katangahan
is really
also.
just so you can be part of the group.
Yes, you can be part of us. You can sit with us.
Wow.
How come it's still here? How come hindi matanggal-tanggal?
You mean like frats in general?
Or, sige, fine. I kind of, like what Mo said, I kind of see the value in it. But why is hazing still there?
Yeah, that's the part I don't. And like hazing this, I understand, but let's say you make someone drink a lot, right, or something like that. But that physically have to do stuff to their body. That's kind of crazy.
I remember when my brother was about to enter college. No, he was already in college. And then I had friends who were in frats, and they wanted to get him. I said, super friendship over if you touch him. So they did. And super friendship over if you touch him.
Striking fear in the hearts of all.
Well, fear was stricken because my brother never joined a frat. And he's a frat type eh. So I was scared. My brother was like, gago ka talaga. Bakit mo pinapakialam yung boy ko gusto ko mag-frat?
I don't know. It's been a while. I'm kind of sick and tired of giving my same spiel that I do every time there's a frat death, because I know you guys have heard it a million times, and I get kind of tired.
But nothing's happening, so just keep saying it until something happens.
Nothing's going to change with my voice. I am not influential enough, and my message isn't strong enough. I just know that I feel strongly about it. Ultimately, my message is always the same. You're just a bunch of kids who can't even afford to send yourself to school. You have no business like behaving this way.
Yeah.
Like that's the heart of it.
Yeah.
You cannot be badass if you can't even afford to send yourself to school. Like your parents are paying for you to be there, and then you want to big dick it by thinking you can come up with some kind of club, some kind of system that makes you important, that makes you this, that makes you that, when essentially your existence, your ID, your all of that is a product of your parents paying for you to be there.
Facts.
It's like the greatest discrepancy or the greatest contrast between small dick and big dick means the kid who can't afford to be there, but trying to violently give initiation to somebody to hang out with. You can't even initiate yourself to be there on your own.
Mm-hmm.
You're breastfeeding off of the funding of your mother.
It's true.
So you can be there and try to big dick it. I can never understand that.
Yeah. It's really projecting your own insecurities while you're doing this, right? If you get into something like this, it's a lot of that.
But they don't sell the insecurity, or maybe it is insecurity. Maybe they do sell the insecurity that you're not going to go anywhere without membership into fraternity, and you get insecure and you get kind of worried and all of that, and which is kind of crazy. It's essentially you can't get anywhere unless your parents are not paying for your tuition.
Like, it's the root.
But I don't know. Why is it a thing?
Why is it?
I don't know. Maybe we ask people who are a little younger than me, because I don't know why it's still a thing. Is it different for a person who's in their 20s?
Ryan, did you ever join a frat?
No, there are no frats in Ateneo. So, but honestly, if I went to a different school, I probably would have. Man, like I grew up watching all these movies na sobrang cool yung frat. Like you go to college and you drink and stuff, and they made my frat house. Like growing up, those were the movies I watched. So I had a really positive
Okay.
opinion on
But these are
frats
Western
growing up.
movies, right? Mga
Yeah.
When you hear about the death and all of that stuff, does that ever change your cool factor for it? Because that's been around since you were a child. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'd hear about those things, and I just think like, oh, it's always isolated stuff. Like it's just really like it's not like every few years even. It's like, well, maybe recently, it's been
parang every
more common.
year.
But when I was growing up, it was just like, oh, you hear about this one guy like 10 years ago, but it's not like you hear about it all the time.
Really? Wow. Maybe we should have needed Twitter back then. 863-10899.
maybe.
Take your first call. Good morning.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. Good morning.
Morning.
Speakerphone. You can't be part of this fraternity unless you take off the speakerphone.
No, I'm on Bluetooth headset.
That's the
that's the same thing.
That is the same effing thing.
Hold on, is this better, guys?
Yes.
Hi,
Much.
I'm sorry about that.
Good morning.
Good morning. I thought that the Bluetooth headset cut it.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Nobody. Hold on one second before we get into killing kids. No.
Oh God.
Damn.
The Bluetooth headset, by the way, FYI, AirPods, anything else. I don't know why enough people don't say how terrible. Now I'm talking about not just the radio. When you're talking to the person, it's terrible. The audio is awful.
Oh wow.
But maybe my standards are just.
Yeah,
maybe
your
my
standards are very high
for audio.
Yes.
Sorry,
Right.
I apologize. Okay, let's get back to killing kids.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
What's your name, sir? Good morning.
My name is Lester. Good morning.
What's up, Lester?
I'm a lawyer and a member of a fraternity.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, excellent. Let's hear this, counselor.
No. But I joined the fraternity when I was in undergrad with the Spaniels. And I just want to share that this is a personal motivation. Of course, I was, the nerdy theater kid in high school. And then, suddenly you're being recruited into, it's a prestigious club of, who's who in politics and business. And I think the selling point during that time that I was in my early 20s was that these guys were the who's who of, Filipino society, learned something from us. And we can help you achieve, a different level of potentialities that you have in you that, we can help develop. And then you can contribute to, the whole legacy of the whole organization thing. And
I'm sure they didn't sell it to you that way.
They did.
They used the word potentiality.
They did.
As articulately as you just did, Lester.
Yeah.
It's not a bunch of like kids going, this is a exclusive brotherhood of the who's and who's. And,
or was it like, re-resbakan ka namin kung may kaaway ka?
No. I mean, that part sort of came after the recruitment pitch, that, we actually have, these rivalries, etc. And I'm rephrasing liberally, that has been 20 years since. But I think, in hindsight, it did develop a lot of my, social skills, not to mention drinking skills.
Drinking skills.
Yeah.
No, but, it did develop, now I'm a member of a faculty of a law school. And funny enough, the guys in the same faculty group are from a rival fraternity. And, we just laugh about it and we're cool about it. It's I would say, although going back to the whole initiation thing, I was going to ask that. Sought my parents' permission, and they actually begrudgingly let me.
Okay, so you say begrudgingly. So is this something that now that, again, in hindsight, in where you are in life, you're downplaying the importance of joining a fraternity now as somebody who is shaping the legacy of whatever the hell you said earlier? I mean, it is overrated, yes?
I would say it really depends on the individual. In my case, I appreciate the whole skill set I was able to learn from that group.
What did you learn? What skill set exactly were you
drinking and socialization?
Okay. I mean, drinking.
Akala ko naman may.
No. I mean, of course, drinking is part of it, but the socialization, the project management, the whole mental resilience. That I personally think that I wouldn't have had, that level of mental resilience if I didn't go through the whole initiation process. But I would have to also disclaim that I was an old school, I underwent the old school initiation.
Paddle.
Yes.
Ilan?
Now,
Do you remember?
No, I don't. But we have been officially, been conscious of us having to comply with the anti-hazing law. I actually did, a whole webinar of sorts with our kids, talking about the last amendments made to the anti-hazing law, and we're taking positive steps towards it. We're very conscious of it, because to be honest, it's the worst thing that could happen reputationally to an organization that's conscious of their societal legacy like us.
Are you Upsilon?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So
sobrang na-ID ba agad, Susie?
Kasi you said Los Baños. And
Yeah,
then,
Yeah.
Right.
And you're like tradition, who's
Yeah.
who. Dun sa
Right,
who's who,
right.
I knew it na. Alam ko yung mga who's who.
Yeah.
I know, but were you able? Okay, so you're talking about. Here's where I disagree, but I love the way you frame everything. By the way, because you're a perfect lawyer. Every statement that came out of your mouth was with my opinion, and all this other perfectly phrased, legally jargoned everything. But my question to you is, how much in your professional life? Let's take away the socialization and the drinking.
Professional life.
How much of your frat association and all of that really played a part in getting to where you are?
I would
If
say
you
about
are
95%.
anywhere.
The more important network to me, because I didn't get to UP Law for my law school. I went somewhere else. But 75% of where I am right now as a lawyer, it's really from the law school network, which I did not join any fraternities in this law school. It was just all, groups of friends,
Right.
faculty members who I've, been under, and 75% is really from that group.
So why aren't we hearing more people, and I don't know if this is exclusive to law students and future lawyers, but why aren't we hearing more of the realities regarding where it brings you in life? Because that's a hard part of the selling. Like, and when I say hard part, I mean like that's one of the pros that they sell to you.
Yeah.
They sell.
I would say I'm not sure about how the kids now are selling it, but at least during my time, the whole achieving your potential, that was the whole spiel during my generation. I don't know so much about it now.
Man, that's wild that you give so much credit to that, though.
Yeah.
Things like socialization. I mean,
Yeah.
I never joined the frat, and my socialization skills are terrible.
Yes.
I actually I have a nephew who spent his whole elementary, high school in the Ateneo, and when this nephew of mine went to UP, of course, the junior brothers were saying, "Senior Brad, let's recruit this guy." And then I talked to my nephew and I said, my assessment was that that kid, my nephew, had the complete set of social skills that I wouldn't have had, without the fraternity. So I said, I told the kid that, if you want to join for the reasons that are your own. But if you want to join simply because, of peer pressure, because of me, whatever, don't. You have to decide for it yourself. That's my spiel anyway.
Wow, that's
fair. I got that.
Oh, really? Okay, no, I mean, I just thought that maybe you have being a lawyer, being part of amending an anti-hazing instruction or law or whatever you're doing. I mean, I thought that maybe you would be a bit more one-sided. You are leaving it open for them to decide, which is which is good, I guess, in theory, but bad for how I would have liked you to behave. I just think we should have a stronger message about not joining these things.
Well, the thing about it is that I am a lot more comfortable recruiting family members and friends because I know that, probabilistically speaking, we would unlikely have an accident like that.
Because this guy, the guy who passed away, his brother was part of the frat, right?
Yes.
So bakit hindi nabigyan ng, ano ba? Di ba nababawasan pag ganun?
It's a way. It goes two ways. If you're can I say the K word here?
What's that?
Wait, hold on. Is it my favorite K word?
I think so. Yeah.
Let's hear it.
What's your favorite K word?
If you're a Kupal master.
Oh, okay.
My second favorite K word. Okay, so sorry, you're saying what?
Kupal
your
master.
younger brother would be having it worse. But if you're okay, you know, you have a lot of. I mean, that's the likely outcome. It can really go both ways.
Yeah. Okay. All right. No, hey, Counselor, very interesting. Thank you.
Thank
I
you,
appreciate
Lester.
Thank you,
It's funny
guys.
because
Have a nice day, everyone.
I thought I wanted to like pick a fight with you when I heard you first come on, and it sounded like you were going to defend it, and you did a little bit.
Kinda.
But
Yeah.
I did, yes.
I don't know. I like you.
Ako
For some
din.
reason.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Nice
you,
to
Lester,
meet
for the
you.
call.
I've always been a fan, guys.
Thanks, brother.
Be
Appreciate you. Have a
safe,
good day.
Lester. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Take another
You
call.
can tell, like, Lester's not the type of guy who wears the frat jacket to Starbucks and stuff.
Oh my
diba?
gosh.
He's just like chill.
No, I think what I like about Lester is maybe because I miss it. I miss the level of right now, and this be maybe a product of so many woke people like Dan. It's if you do it, you're wrong. I don't care what your reasons are. I don't care what you're just wrong. You know, we live with that. And maybe what I liked about Lester is how throwback he was, where, okay, you know, there's two sides to everything. Even though I want him to say, even though I want him to say, no, you're wrong. Because
Make
it
your
is
own
wrong.
decisions.
But you can make your own decisions. I'm like, man, that freedom is so foreign.
Kakamiss for you.
Because look recently, right, in the news, and maybe
Hold
we'll
on,
talk about
caller.
it. Its own. Yeah, hold on, callers. But like, for example, Lea Salonga has recently accepted a Broadway role playing Imelda Marcos. And a bunch of you guys are upset at her because she's playing Imelda Marcos. Now, we don't even know the context of the Broadway musical, whether it's painting a picture of her bad or painting a picture of her good or painting a picture of her neutral. But we're just mad.
Yeah.
We're just mad at Lea's Imelda because that's wrong.
I think it's because of yung sunod-sunod na movies from your favorite director, Daryl Yap. So people were like, oh, this is probably the same thing. People are so quick to assume.
Yeah, but they don't know. And you're
They don't know.
immediately wrong. You're just immediately wrong for jumping in on that. And that's maybe what I miss. And Lester, as much as I disagree with the way you kind of carry yourself, I kind of miss that whole, no, you're a human with free will. Decide as you are. No judgment here.
Yeah.
Kupal Master.
Kupal Master.
Yeah. Word of the day. Kupal master.
Second favorite.
What was your
game.
first favorite game?
What do you think?
Is it the tots?
Oh
Yeah,
my
the
God.
tots.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Good morning.
Master.
Morning.
Good morning. Hi, guys.
What's your
Hey,
name?
master.
I'm JM.
What's
Hello.
up, JM?
Yeah po. Actually, comment lang din dun sa previous caller.
Sure.
Actually, I'm also from UP.
Okay.
So, in terms of fraternities kasi yung binabanggit niya na you can do a lot of things. Actually, mga binanggit niya, pwede mo din gawin kahit hindi ka member ng fraternity.
100%.
True.
Everything. So, yun nga, kumbaga, ever since college pa lang ako, witness na ako dun sa mga friends kong sumali na may paluan, nangyayari, may rumble, may pillbox. So, parang hindi ko rin nakikita yung logic.
JM, ano yung
brother.
pillbox? Ano yung pillbox?
Yung parang mga homemade na mga pasabog ba?
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's
God.
like a grenade.
Oh my God.
Parang gaya, homemade. So, delikado din. So, I was part of parang student assistant, handling Office of Student Affairs, Student Concern, accreditation ng mga fraternities. So, pag nalalaman mo yung reason bakit may mga rumble, parang it all boils down to parang nagkatitigan,
Exactly. That word.
nagkaangasan. So, parang sa akin, parang walang logic yung brother.
Agree.
Tapos, lalo na pag nagsasakitan na, so parang what's the point behind it, di ba? So, siguro yun ang nakakapagpatuloy
Can I be clear about my I guess criticism or how strongly I feel regarding fraternities? This is not because I'm 45. I've been screaming about this when I was 25 at how stupid
correct.
this
Yeah.
whole thing is. It really is.
Correct. Hanggang ngayon, it's the same thing. Mayroon pa rin hazing. Kahit anong
So
gawin, mga
dumb.
lawas na bawal, andyan pa din eh. Nakakalusot eh. So, na-highlight lang kasi may namamatay. Pero the truth is, it happens every day.
And even yung, sorry pero yung fraternity ni Lester, yung Upsilon, they, you remember Loncy Leaks, Ryan, from a couple of years ago? They're not very good people, these guys.
Correct. Actually,
Should we separate the fraternities from the goons, like just your regular goons? Because what you're talking about with pillboxes and all of that, that's different. I mean, you can find that with disorganized inter-barangay arguments between another. Like there's, that's just goon behavior. I'm talking about the one that is masked as some kind of career move, brotherhood that's going to make you into a success.
Yeah,
I think there are two different ones. The ramble and all of that stuff that you will find in college, even in your college experience, they don't. I don't think they sell a fruitful future. It's just
meron namang
protection
na nagsasucceed na mga galing sa frat, pero hindi mo pwedeng isabihin na it's because of the frat, because of the tao yun.
Yeah.
Agree.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, JM.
Good day.
Yeah.
Ingat
I think it's
ka.
like a lot of these like rage people, a lot of these, people with suppressed feelings, they're the ones who end up joining the frats then kasi, like, they're the ones susceptible, I guess. But looking for rest back kasi marami silang kaaway. Diba?
Agree.
I'll take a look. Couple more calls here. 863-10899. Give us a call. We're talking about our most recent frat death via hazing, which we've been doing now for 25 years on this show. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm coming from a point of view of someone from law school, and I'm a part of a sorority.
Okay.
I think it's kind of different frat, because if you say something about the ramble, this doesn't come from first-hand knowledge. It's just hearsay, so to speak. So there are kind of frats that have like bosses, and then their membership would spread throughout the outside for example, the law school or the university. I wouldn't say a particular frat, that there would be frats that do have from all walks of life. So you have a Brad from
Understood.
A partner of a law firm hanggang tricycle driver. So I think even sa frat may, so to speak, henchmen. So I think, for example, if you're for example in a partner or in a law school, so you have this kind of reputation. But then if kunyari mapaaway ka, so these people from law school would be kicked out if they will be reported to be part of a frat. But then if the henchmen or those outside of law school would be the ones to hit them, there would be no consequence as regards being kicked out. So they will just be liable under the law, so to speak, but then not kicked out from law school or from school. So this henchman, so to speak, would actually be the one so to speak, maghihit.
Okay.
So I think yung benefit coming from the frat is some sort of the protection. And then these people would have a Brad or that would be lawyers or those who are in power, even in the government. If this person or the henchmen would be, for example, prosecuted, they would be the ones to help them. So it's just a big, parang criminal ring, so to speak. But then,
what's your hazing for your sorority?
Sorority.
Well, I cannot say specifics, but in my sorority, definitely there would be no physical.
But what is it?
Parang pahiya, humiliation, more ganon.
In some organizations, for example, in university,
yours. What was yours? What was yours?
Ours would be a series of tasks.
Okay.
Like
tasks.
Like, for example,
Rubik's Cube in under 5 minutes? Like, what is it?
I would help a person taking a bar to pass. Like, I would help them with their viewers. I would photocopy.
That makes sense to me. That's okay to me. Ganyang kind of hazing, that's okay to me. Mo, is that okay to you?
Hazing
no.
is not, well, hazing is a specific word for, physical or undergoing physical. So that would be initiation because it's a series of tasks. Hazing is a particular thing.
I get it.
So it's different. So if you're going to an org and your task is, for example, is you have to run 10 kilometers because that's part of a mountaineering org, and you have to have this specific strength. Then that's initiation. That's not hazing. Because under the law, hazing is, hitting someone or inflicting violence just to be able to be qualified.
I think the difference between initiation, prerequisites, however you kind of want to word it. When we hear initiation, it comes from a very negative kind of connotation of what we think needs to happen. You could say prerequisites. Oh yeah, you want to join the basketball team. Well, you have to at least try out and see that you're capable of doing it.
So just like it's sort of tryouts. That's what you earlier said. But then it's the only. Not only, but it blurs down is if you actually hit someone or initiate. Actually, it's a crime because it's physical injury, serious physical injury.
Right. Okay.
If you actually cross the line, that's where it is.
Okay. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much for the call.
So sorry, before you she had the debate cadence. You know that debate cadence?
Yeah.
You go to a debate show and they have that whole thing. It's kind of like the newscaster's cadence. Those are two different cadences, but you know what I mean? It's very,
the formula, the debate team formula.
There's a sound of
and she kept saying, so to speak, right?
Yeah, that's a very debate line.
Lawyer girl. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Hi.
Ibang prat naman yung na-experience ko. Isa dyan sa mga caller ninyo.
Ano yung sa'yo?
Yung klase yung pinag-usap ni Mo saka ni Alex na mga rapper, ibang rapper. Ganon.
Rapper?
Rap. Yung klase ng rap.
Boses ng kahirapan.
Yun, mga ganon.
Ano yung what's the name? Walang makakakilala sa'yo?
Hindi pwede.
Ano na lang?
Kasi yung isang beses na binanggit yan, may napatrobol eh.
Why?
Medyo. Pero yung nasalihan ko, colorum.
Colorum?
May mga colorum noon eh.
Can you explain?
Yung halimbawa, may mga branches yan eh. Fraternity. Tapos, may isang branch. May isang
yung chapter?
Yan, parang chapter, gano'n.
Okay.
Yung chapter
branch.
na
National Bookstore.
Ayan, chapter.
Go. Ano chapter?
Color.
Anong chapter mo?
Take rate.
Okay. Sige, magkwento ka na.
Ayun, bali, naranasan ko, yung hazing din, meron din. Pero, ginawa ko nun, naglagay ako ng mga pads sa legs ko.
Di ba pag mahuli ka nun, masyari ka?
Hindi, kasi yung mga member nun, mga friends ko rin naman. So, dati. Tapos may sumalo sa akin, may sumalo din yung ibang mga blows, may sumalo.
Okay.
Tapos, after nun, pasa pa rin, kahit may pads. Inisip ko, kung walang pads, mas mapasa pa rin. Parang talagang delikado talaga.
Eto, nakatulong ba yung pagsali mo sa frat na yan sa buhay mo? Ikinaunlad mo ba?
Hindi. Kasi, noong time na yun, ang mga, yung high school kami, uso nun mga prat dito, prat nun, tapos nagkakaroon.
But see, your motive to join is completely different, and it's not sold.
Hindi.
Yeah, you're not sold, a kind of
for
an advantage, right? This is really about goon. This is goon shit.
Yeah. For protection kasi, noong time ng high school kami nagkakaroon ng mga kursandahan, ganun, mga classmate ko, nasasapak on the way out the school, kaya kailangan protection, ganun.
Gets ko. Medyo gets ko yung high school. Because that's really where, how many videos have we seen in the last few years of kids just getting beaten up in the banyo, right?
Oo, mga ganun. Actually, naglalakad nga kami, mga classmate ko, biglang, yung dalawang kasama ko, sumusubsob na eh. Kami sumasapak na ng bigla eh.
Oh my God.
I was watching UFC 285 last night, where John Bones Jones won the heavyweight title. He looked terrible. He looked terrible in terms of physically, but obviously still very dominant. And you know what's a really good initiation, or you know what a good frat is? If you're so worried about protection, learning how to kick someone's ass if they beat you, if they kind of mess with you.
Take a self-defense class, ganyan?
Yeah, take a self-defense. Do that. I don't know. It sounds a little corny.
Okay. Naintindihan ko rin naman yung hazing kasi. Kaya meron para mahalin mo yung pinasalihan mo kasi nahirapan ka eh. So,
My God.
Para i-surrender mo yung brotherhood na yun. Hindi ganun.
How old are you in all of this?
I'm turning 50.
No.
When this
in
was
all of
happening.
this, fearing for your own life. How old were you?
High school, second year high school.
Yeah, give me an age quickly. Age.
15?
Yeah,
15?
15. Around 14, 15.
Yeah, 15 might sounds a little old for second year. 13, 14, give or take.
13? Ano yun eh, second year turning third year.
Okay, whatever. 14 years old. 15, fine. Okay, 14. 14, 15. Just imagine a 14-year-old. Man, if a 14-year-old even just gave me his opinion, I will rear naked choke cold that piece of shit. He's 14 years old.
Yes. That time,
14.
That time, protection lang. Pero right now, ngayon, niisip ko. Kasi hindi rin naman sa frat yan eh. Pati rin sa mga establishment, occupation establishment na once na bago ka bigyan ng certain position, may hazing din eh.
You're 14!
Kind eh.
What position?
Hindi ko masabi kasi ano yun eh, parang medyo official na eh.
Alright, have a good day. Thanks.
Thank you. Ingat, sir.
Oh my God.
Sergeant at arms.
Dan, this is
Secretary.
what is it? Toxic masculinity?
Yes, 1,000,000%.
No, dude, bitch is calling too. What I'm saying, what's gonna come out of my mouth?
Oh, okay, all right.
Masculinity, right? So, according to WorldPopulationReview.com, we Filipinos have the third smallest penis in the world. Third smallest in the world. Only Taiwan and Cambodia are worse.
Damn.
Okay, then attach that small dick into a 14-year-old body.
Oh my gosh. I'd rather not.
And have them walking around thinking like they can hurt people. And how you need to be protected by ants of little dick kids running around. And not to make it about toxic masculinity, but I have a hard time fathoming that this is some kind of scary situation.
Oh, I see that it can be a scary situation.
Especially in like public schools, I think.
No, okay, public school, again, I am separating you come from Cavite, from Tondo, fine, I get it, okay, whatever, you mean, people getting stabbed every day, fine. Yeah. But like you're in school, and let's say whether you're in UP, Adamson, wherever, it's like, really, a bunch of third smallest dicks just in the world, just running around, striking fear in the heart. Like, come on.
Kasi hindi ka naman niya hahampasin with this dick, di ba? I mean, hahampasin ka niya with weapons. And like,
with a bottle or something.
Like that brass knuckle thing.
Ako, nag-high school ako sa Pilipinas. Nag-college ako sa Pilipinas. Never once, ever once did I see or experience any point in my life where I need protection.
That's you. Oh, well, you're lucky. But not everyone is like you.
No. When I say I am talking about I, including every single one of my classmates.
So you never saw random violence between students?
Not in the name of fraternity.
Okay, my first day of school in college, literally first day of school, my cousin, he got beat up dun sa...
What school is this?
He was from CSB. He got beat up by 20.
Please.
He was alone. He got beat up by 20 fraternity members. And that was our first day of school, freshman year. So yes, I completely see that people can need protection. And what was he? Hindi naman siya mayabang. Wala. One of the nicest guys I know. It just happens.
I don't believe that.
It happens. I mean, it did happen to my cousin.
Yeah, and honestly, Taft is pretty sketchy. Like outside at night.
Yes.
That's different. That is different. When I say going to Taft Avenue at 10 p.m.
No, this is like broad daylight.
It doesn't matter what you are.
Like in the middle of the parking lot of one of the fast food chains.
If I'm 37 years old, I'm walking on Taft at 10 p.m. I'm not going to have a bunch of my 37-year-old buddies from high school going to protect me in that moment. You're on Taft.
Again, this is broad daylight. This is hapon. Tanghaling tapat. And he wasn't doing anything. Again, it was the first day of school ever. for this guy.
You sound like you're promoting such culture.
No, I'm saying I understand why people would feel like they need protection because it does happen. And it's not just like what you said, not just the Cavites of the whatever, because the videos that we've seen are from CSA and Ateneo. So it's everywhere. There's violence everywhere.
I am telling you, when I say I've never seen it even among my friends, my classmates, people who aren't my friends that are my classmates, entire batches, high school, college. I went to Taft, went to La Salle, never saw it.
I did.
And if I knew that a person was in a frat, it was because they wanted to be in one for the whatever reason they wanted to be in one. Not because this was bilibid and you needed to align yourself with a group or get ice-picked. None of that existed. None of it. And if you believed it existed, you sold that to yourself.
No, I saw it. That's why I believe it. I didn't sell anything to myself. I saw it.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying you sold it to yourself if you felt like you needed to join.
Okay.
You sold a level of danger that really doesn't exist. And if you were isolated and your cousin, to me, maybe isolated incident where 20 guys beat him up, it wasn't every day until he joined the frat. It could have been that one.
He didn't join.
To the rule.
He didn't join.
I know. So did he get beat up every day then?
No,
For
no,
365?
No.
No, why?
But it happened. Because you're saying you've never seen it. Never.
I've
And
never
that I
seen it.
see.
Never seen it.
It happens, is what I'm saying.
Yes, I get it. People die. People get beat up. It happens. But to be sold that you need this level of protection for those one-off moments, well, those one-off moments can happen anywhere. At any time, at any school, in any country. You don't have to be third smallest dick in the world for it to happen to you. It is oversold. It's exaggerated. And then it makes you do these things. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Just don't do it.
Oh, paano if I'm 20 against 1 then?
Well, he's
So
still
do you
enjoying a
like,
frat.
would you understand more that reason,
Hold
the
on, caller.
protection reason, or the but I
Protection
need notes,
reason is
I need connections reason? What is the less ridiculous reason?
Well, it depends on where you're. Like, it
what
depends
school?
on, yeah, well, not even just school. Like, what kind of frat is it? Is it a law school frat? Is it just your regular, your Taogama frat? Then that's
Right,
good
right.
frat, right?
Yeah.
It depends really what you're trying to.
That was the frat of the kid who recently passed. That was
Yeah.
Taogama. Taogama.
The goon one.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hi.
Pussies, by the way.
Yeah. I agree ako with Mo na parang sobrang bihira. Kasi ako, never ko rin na-experience in my life. Like, I'm 30 now, tapos never ako nakita ng violence. Same goes with school. I think ma-advise ko sa mga kids nowadays is to study hard, become successful, magparami kayo ng pera. At least, yung brotherhood, actually, best brotherhood mo is yung pera mo. Kung may pera ka,
right, baby.
never ka magiging never ka maape, protected ka, alam mo yun? So,
Love it.
Being successful, hindi rin siya, kumbaga, based on brotherhood eh.
What do
Kasi
you do,
ako,
sir?
wala akong frat.
What's your job?
Marketing manager.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so
Nice and
parang,
protected in your air-conditioned office. That's the way to
Yeah.
go.
Oo,
Yeah.
tapos parang, hindi ko naman kailangan din ng brotherhood to become successful. I climbed my own ladder and somehow, yun.
Payaman
I love
lang
the
tayo,
thing.
guys. Payaman lang tayo. Oy, naman siya.
You're my new favorite person ever. Because I love the line. You know what's the best brotherhood? Your pera.
Cash money.
Guess who's in my brotherhood? Manuel Quezon. Ostenia. Rojas. Gusnado Macapagal.
Well, ikaw, Benjamin.
Unang sabi niya yung 20 eh, no? Yeah.
Well, the whole way, baby. Jose Abad Santos, yung mga kaibigan ko sa flat ko.
My buddies, my bros,
1K.
my broads. Hello?
That's all I need.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Yes, just want to share din my experience.
Yes,
I did
please.
some fratmen than before eh. So, parang I don't support this kind of din, yung mga fraternities na yan. Kasi I noticed din sa mga na-date ko before, sila din yung nag-aaway minsan.
Like how?
Like, dun sa before parang pag may concern din sila with other schools na same lang din naman sila ng fraternity, parang they can't even parang confront each other. Kasi sila din yung magkakaaway.
So parang anong klaseng brotherhood yan? Kung kayo-kayo lang din yung nagtitirahan, ganon.
Yeah. Parang, yun lang yung, that's all I can share. Pero, yun
That's
lang yung
true.
notice ko. Since magkakaanak ako, talagang hardcore no na huwag silang mag-join with fraternity. Kasi wala rin parang, you need to be, you need to be successful on your own. You don't need people to support you para lang masabi na you need protection. Tapos I agree din sa last caller magpayaman ka.
Magpayaman tayo.
Yun yung yun talaga yung pinaka-dapat.
I did very well in my life, just to FYI everybody, without socialization skills, no protection.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I mean, shit, I'm going to France tomorrow to buy a $20 US bag. I mean, you know.
But you have to admit, there was a time in your life when you did need protection.
Yeah.
Well, that's different.
Yeah, it's not frat related, but yeah.
Right.
Violence
and what kind of violence and wars are we fighting right now? I need protection. Oh, yeah, for my effing online haters. Please.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you so much for the call.
Thanks for the call.
Thank you.
Taugama guys doing a stupid Miley Cyrus TikTok dance together.
Yeah.
I can buy myself flowers. Pare, ito yung in eh.
TikTok tayo, bro.
Bro, TikTok tayo.
Lines are full. Hello?
Maybe K-word.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Halika, sir.
Yes po.
Hayo.
Share ko lang din kasi hindi ko rin pinopromote talaga yung pagsali sa
Fraternities.
Pero?
I hear a butt coming.
Nung kabataan ko kasi, sumali rin ako one time sa parang pipitsugin frat din sa subdivision.
Pichugin.
What was the name? Can you tell us the name lang? I'm just curious.
Parang something familia, gano'n.
Alam mo, baduy na.
Oh,
Okay, go.
Kaya lang, siyempre, after nun, nakita ko, parang sariling subdivision namin, binavandalize nila. So, after nun, tumiwalag na ako. Kasi nga, parang walang nakitang point din eh. Sabi, protection to others. Pero after that naman, kung nangyayari, mas lalong dumadami kaaway mo kasi kaaway ng isa, kaaway mo na rin. Pagdating ng college naman, may mga recruit. Hindi na rin talaga ako sumali. Ang ginawa ko na lang, kinaibigan ko na lang iba't ibang frat members. That time kasi parang working student ako eh. So, yung mga projects, nagpapa-tutor sila sa amin. Kami yung tumutulong sa kanila. So, in return, nakakapera pa ako. Dahil sa, tapos, nagiging tropa ko rin sila. It all boils down kasi sa protection eh. Kahit yung sinasabi nila sa mga law firm, law school na frat, protection din yun. Network pagdating sa trabaho, sa career, sa...
Wait. I mean, I hear a lot of public trans in the background. How's your career been helped by all of this?
Sorry?
I mean, you joined the frat, yes? Or no?
Yeah,
you made the connection.
when I was younger.
Yung pipitsugin na frat. Yung walang kwenta daw.
Familia. And but you said did you join another one when you were in college?
No, in college you said
No, not anymore.
he befriended the frat people in college.
Okay, there you go.
Parang may kaibigan sa isang frat, may kaibigan sa ibang frat. At least lahat sila kaibigan ko. Pero hindi ako sumali sa kanila. Kasi nga hindi ko na nakita yung point na sali ka, hazing ka nila. Parang anong klaseng brotherhood ka? Saktang baka ako sumali. Tapos yun nangyari yan sa Adamson. Member na siya ng ibang frat eh. Member na siya ng frat talaga, ng ibang chapter.
Oo nga daw.
Kahit sa lang yan eh.
Parang province chapter, no?
Welcoming rights na lang. Parang anong klaseng brotherhood yun?
Yeah, grabe talaga.
Namatay na tapos tinapon nyo pa, hindi nyo sinabi sa pamilya. Parang sana maging wake up call na to sa mga members din na pag may nangyari sa inyo, ganyan yung gagawin sa inyo ng mga yan.
I love it. Thank you. Appreciate the powerful words, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I didn't know that he was part of a different chapter also.
Yeah, he
and
was.
I guess it relates to what our other caller said. And she was like, "Oh, these guys are from the different chapters lang, but they fight each other." I guess that's how you know it's BS, right? If like you're supposed to be brothers, kahit iba't ibang chapter, but you don't really care about each other. You're not close. You're not friends naman, diba?
So para lang may. But ewan.
Diba? Like, there's no point in having like different. Diba?
Pointless shit.
Good.
We have full lines. People feel
our lines are full
strongly.
here. Sorry, boy, this audio. I think there's like some setting there that like echo. You sound like you're in church.
Oh.
I don't know if Ryan, do you hear it too? I know.
It's just your dog ears.
Yes, well, Good morning.
Okay. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yes, this is me. I'm against fraternity. Actually, I grew up in a family na puro guns yung mga chewin ko.
Oh, dear.
May mason, may taugama, may galsian pa nga may apo. But pag nagre-reunion, sila rin nag-aasara. I think it all boils down to family bonding. If you fail to bond with your child, kasi may age talaga tayo na we're looking for sense of belongingness, di ba? At one point in time, you will try to look at, sino ba mga friends ko talaga? Saan ako pupunta when I grow up? Then, dun ka mahikayat Totoo lang. Kasi yung protection na sinasabi, hindi naman, it's not about that. It's the peer pressure that's really making you go there, to that direction. So, hazing, worst part, yes, you're right, it's against the law. It's actually a crime. And it's a failure of family talaga. If you don't get to bond with your son or your daughter at early age, ang protection kasi nagagaling sa family, hindi naman sa friends. Di ba?
Yeah. That sounded like a Miss Universe answer. I love it. It's so perfect. Thank you.
Idealistic, but makes sense.
Yeah. No, and realistic.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
No, realistic. I like it. I like that guy.
Good call.
No opinion about what he said because it was perfectly said.
Nice one. Ganda. Nice one.
He's not, as they say, kupal master. Good morning.
Hello. Oops, nawala. Wait. Full lines. Hello. Ooh, ouchies.
Hello.
Hi. Morning.
Morning.
Please turn off your radio.
Yeah.
Okay na?
Okay na.
Thank you. What's up, sir?
Against po ako sa mga gang sa frat. Since yung pinopromote ko, yung dati yung high school ako is yung CAT.
Okay.
Bale, na-experience ko din yung yung sa previous caller, yung kasi pag high school tapos public, yung mga lower section, ayun, may mga gang-gang. Tapos, yung member namin sa CAT, may parang naasar siya naasar siya na member ng gang. Tapos sabi, aabangan sa labas. Then yun kami, CAT naman, parang, naman kami, yung parang sinabihan ng core commander namin dati. Bali, third year high school kami nun, na pag uuwi yung kasama namin na may natrasong may gang member. Sama-sama kaming maglalakad sa labas. Tapos yun nga, yung namin, yung pinakamataas namin is faculty member. Yung, kasi pag CAT, pag CAT, di ba, yung faculty member yung yung parang head.
Okay.
Sumama rin sa amin. Kaya ayun. Kaya mas okay pag sasali sa mga legal na ganyan, yung may CAT. Yun. Kasi may mga punishment. Hindi siya hazing. Much more siya sa push up, sit up, more on exercise.
Yeah.
Initiation. Not really hazing.
Kaya build pa yung katawan mo yun. Hindi yung hazing na sisirain yung katawan mo.
Sinasaktan ka lang.
Sinasaktan ka lang. At least yun, yung initiation is mag-i-improve yung health mo. Yung papatakbuhin ka. Yung tapos papayat ka pa.
Most laughing. Thank you for the call.
Thanks for the call.
Ingat. He was a horrible storyteller. Us dying.
Yeah. But I guess, like, are we all okay with initiation but not hazing? Because initiation happens everywhere, like in the military.
Yeah.
Even sa mga companies, no, pinapainom yung mga bago, ganon. Or in sports, kinakalbo yung mga rookie.
Even nung high school, like seniors and freshmen, yung mga ganon, like, mga tradition stuff.
But my thing is, like, who are we kidding, right? It's as with everything, especially in our country, because in our country, it's if yours. Okay, here's my point. Give me who's the goonest man you know, like rich, like let's say Chavit, right?
Okay, great answer.
His kids want to freaking go to school, and you're like, yeah, let's go haze him because he wants to be part of our group. Just imagine the level of force you think they're going to paddle him with. They're going to hit maybe the thin side once. Oh, no. No matter how badass you are, and no matter how much protection you think you can sell, come on. I go back home, tell my dad, and all you 14-year-olds are dead.
Third smallest dick in the world, you guys are dead.
Yeah, what are you gonna do, really? And
my dad's tiger will eat you.
Yeah, like exactly. Like we all have that in our like. You just really have to assess who you're screwing with here at this point. Yung mga gang-gang, again, lahat kayo naman mahirap eh. Okay lang, hindi man nakakatakot yung matatay mo. Wala naman silang trabaho. Okay lang, it's all safe. But when you get into this high-end stuff, these higher-end schools, you're assessing whose son this is.
That's true.
Yep.
Where's the brotherhood badassery everyone is, needs? Who you're going to hit one of those kids who the child of insert drug lord?
Are you stupid?
I mean, come on. So that's what I'm saying. It's all like bullshit facade. It's like all this, oh yeah, you need to be a part of us. Okay, yeah, we're going to initiate. And then they're like, okay, sino yung next? Oh, si Miguel. Sige, Miguel. Taka na. Oy, pare. Nakajabit yung pare. Ano ka? Miguel, ano ka? Talaga ng Chavit? Oo. Ito, ID ko. I mean...
Okay, so I mean...
all of a sudden, Kupal Master is the pussiest guy in the room because he can't do it.
Because I'm imagining if it's like the Chavit thing, right? There's two ways it could go. So either, oh man, kailangan natin tong i-recruit kasi connection.
Yeah.
Or you could go like, oh man, let's not recruit this guy. We don't want to be associated with that.
But my point is they probably will recruit him. But my thing is the hazing.
The hazing, but
the moment when you're actually going to haze this kid. And then you figure out his father or his mother, he comes from this family. You're not touching him, you pussy.
Yeah, especially after his connections, right? You're going to be like, oh yeah, let's just let him
We want him
whatever.
here.
Yeah, we want his connections.
Whatever happened to the initiation?
That's true.
You got scared.
Yeah.
Loses all credibility of this whole moment.
Or I don't even know if it's fear or more of like, I just want the connection. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I get it, but but the thing is, if you can try to understand this, and I know maybe young kids are not listening anymore because you guys are in school already or whatever, but if you can wrap your mind around that, the initiation is relative, it's subjective, it's all of those things. In the moment, this leader of this 15-year-old, this leader of this thing is calling the shots and thinking, everybody's got to go through it. You can't be one of us unless you do this. Do it to his son. Let's see. Let's see how badass you are.
Let's see how Kupal Master can be.
Yeah, Kupal Master. Let's see. I want you to try to do it to, again, insert any goon. Like established drug lord, warlord leader of provincial, like guys who...
Yeah.
Oh, apo ni Digong?
Damn.
Wow.
Itikin nyo lang yung tenga, okay na yun.
But I think when you get the drug lord stuff, that's more of like gang stuff. I feel like gang stuff is like above frats.
But drug lord, warlord, politician, ruthless, they all go to the high-end schools though.
Yep.
The gang stuff, the gang stuff, that's kind of in the bad neighborhoods. Was never the context of this conversation. But
that's true.
It's when students, especially from these schools where they think they're little badass, these rich kid schools, the whole concept of initiation is so subjective on who you are in our country.
Truly.
Yeah, that's true. So are you saying like you understand the less high-end school frats more? Or you
respect them more?
I think it's respect, but like you get where they're coming from more.
Well, no, because it all has tiers of badassery anyway.
Quote unquote badassery.
Yeah. There's tiers of badassery anyway. When I say I understand the gang, I understand the gang. I get that. I mean, you have nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like I understand the life of crime that you need to jump into when you have nothing.
Right.
I understand it. But the school stuff, the organized school stuff, and I only say the high end because at some point you're going to bump into your warlord's son, congressman, vice mayor of, Samar, who is a warlord. You're not going to touch that kid no matter what initiation rules you may have. But there are still tiers of that. Like, let's just say when I was in high school, and my dad is not the goon warlord guy, but you knew not to touch me. Because if you did, there will still be some level of Armalite to your house, So I go untouched in that tier, in that area. So I'm just saying that's the flaw of this initiation thing. Is are you really badass? It goes back to my third smallest stick thing. It is really, truly now. Come on, are you really that tough?
That's true.
Fair question.
You're not that tough. In fact, your only existence here is because your parent allowed you to be here.
Gosh. True.
They chose it, in fact, for you. You didn't choose your high school. None of you did. Well, when I say none of you, I say 99% of you did not. It was thought was given by your parents. And who are you to walk around like you're freaking you're the smallest dick in the world? What are you doing walking around with all of this? Please, children. And I'm not saying this as an old Tito Mo. I'm talking, this is the same shit coming out of my mouth 20 years ago. Please, you're nothing. And if you think you can't be something without that, you're wrong too. I've done more than you. Left-handed. Without the need.
Yeah, but I'm sure you acknowledge also that it's an easier path, especially law school, right? Like
I do not acknowledge
share
that.
notes.
No, I do not acknowledge that whatsoever. That is a freaking lie that they sell you. Absolutely not. Absolutely
look at
not.
Dora. Dora's doing very well in law school with no fraternity, right?
I mean, Dora's Dora's struggling. Like Dora's always saying how hard it is, right?
But I think lahat naman sila nahihirapan eh.
What are you talking about though, right? How is his life going to be easier if he was in a fraternity? And I'm not calling you out. I would like you to please answer. Like what do you mean he's struggling? Would he not be if he were in a fraternity? And how? With all the levels of protection regarding, say, cheating that exist these days, how is he going to get away with an easier path through law school if he were in a frat?
I think it's mostly notes, mostly also insider stuff on what teachers ask for, some recitation,
That's wild, man. I mean,
I don't know, man. I just imagine if I went to law school, I would want something that's like an easier route.
Again,
Parang
Ryan,
any help you take, ganon.
Yeah.
I am not the smartest kid in class. I am not I think I'm smart. I'm not the smartest. And I would be able to maybe be Dora's classmate and just do fine. Just do fine without extra notes, without any level of belonging or community that I need, because I'm not that type of person. I'm only speaking of me, right? I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't need a group of people. I've never been in a barkada, so I already know confirmed. I don't need friends to succeed. And you may feel otherwise. You may feel like, oh yeah, no, you need a sense of community, and that's what helps you succeed. Oh, fine, okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Without it.
I'm just thinking law school specifically, right? 'Cause you think about the amount of work, and okay, so I would say like maybe 50 to 60% of my law school friends are in frats, but 100% of my law school girlfriends are in sororities, because it's this exact same thing that you get like the benefit of the notes and stuff without actually having to be hazed.
Man, that is so oversold, Ryan. I swear to God, like freaking notes.
Yeah,
and I know you're only using notes, and that's not like a
yeah, that's not the only thing, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
But that's insane. Like I cannot subscribe to that.
Yeah, I get it.
That's wild to me that you almost need it. You know, yeah. And cool. I mean, you use your circle of friends as your proof. 100% of your female friends are in sororities. 60% are in frats. It works for them. Okay.
Yeah.
And we haven't even discussed, because there are females who join male frats, right? There are. It happens. Yeah. And then they ask you, hirap, meaning paddling, or sarap, which means pipilahan ka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even touched that.
But you know, I'm not going to blame as much. Like who's to blame in that? It's this selling. It's whoever sold you this need to be a part of this, or else you can't succeed without it.
Yeah.
It's the person. It's whoever the marketing person is for the frat. I think that I'll blame more than the guy who swings the paddle or puts in third smallest dick in the world inside that girl so she can be joining this frat. It's whoever told you that you needed it. It's stupid.
Yeah, and it's whoever convinced that girl that like sorority is not enough. You need to like go and join this thing. Oh man, it's so stupid.
Oh yeah, let's go. Again. Hirap or sarap? Anak ni Jared. Go ahead. Give her that choice.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Let me see you offer. Let's just even text it to her. See what happens.
Wala.
White tiger food.
Ken, huh? Oh, what happened to your erection? Oh, all of a sudden it's gone. Why? Oh, tiger bit it off. See, that's the thing. I mean, that's what I'll come back to.
Yeah.
Offer it. Yeah, let's see. Offer it to his daughter. Go ahead, right there. Offer it to Digong's granddaughter, right there. Go ahead, try it. Let's see what you can do.
Or it's Sandra.
Yeah. Sandra's like, hit up or set up. I don't know. I'm still thinking.
Let me get back to you on that.
With the setup, is that receiving?
Stop.
Bunch of freaking kids. Gotta be all tough. You guys are nothing.
Damn.
That's the thing. That's the things you're nothing. Even the tough ones. Like even the ones, fine, even those that are the offspring of the bad, you're nothing. You too are nothing. You're a product of your parents being something.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness. Losers. Okay.
It's 9 o'clock.
I have no sympathy anymore for that dead kid.
Oh, hey, stop.
Hey.
It's very sad.
No, I don't sympathy for anybody anymore.
Don't say that.
Nothing. I feel nothing for all.
I don't like where this is going. Say goodbye. It's 9:01.
Say goodbye.
See you guys tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
See ya.
I'll be here. So
Manila and heard around the world through www.magic899.com. We are the kind of magic that hits like this.
Magic, I can be a fantasy.
And makes you feel like this.
It's the ride of your life. Turn up the music. While you're calling at 11.
So if it sounds right, it's gotta be right. We're radio's finest. We are Magic 89.9 DWTM.
Magic 89.9.
I can't let you go. There's no way.